We're on a mission to a place that sounds familiar but is in fact utterly different. It's like England, but rougher, richer, and more Republican. We three men are in the far northeastern corner of the United States of America.
Listen, this is new to me because I've never been in this part of America.
No, well, I have a long time ago.
We begin our journey off the coast of the state of Maine, the most northern of the six that make up New England. And we're headed south in an 80-year-old schooner, the typical boat of this region.
Why are we here now?
We're here because...
This is what I want to hear.
Come on, you tell us, why are we here now? Go on, tell us.
Because they told us to come here now. We've come here at the most exciting time in Maine's seasonal change, because this is the time when a perfect storm took place. We're
Great.
just in October, we're just heading out.
Of all the films that we may recreate, we're going for the one in which a boat capsizes and everyone's killed.
Yeah. We have an instructions with us, like Charlie's Angels, in this envelope.
A lot of people
tell us what we're supposed to do on this particular...
A lot of people confuse this programme with Charlie's Angels, don't they?
Oh. It says the Statue of Liberty.
That's in New York, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
You read it. Tell me, what does it say in there?
Dear three men in a boat, we are led to believe that the three of you know a thing or two about boats. Collectively, yes, but if you were to quiz us individually, it's mainly him. And so would like to cordially invite you to join the flotilla of vessels as America celebrates Lady Liberty's 125th birthday. The flotilla will start in the Hudson River and assemble around the statue by 12 noon on Friday, October the 28th, which I make to be
10 days.
10 days' time. 10 days' time. The choice of vessel is up to you. However, this is a very important event for the city of New York and the American people. I'm glad they put that clause in. What do they think we're going to arrive in? Like a clown ship? The doors falling off the side.
That might be appropriate.
Yeah. So bring a boat. It's a bring a boat party. Fantastic.
So we have to find a boat. But the decision won't be easy.
All the big boats we could take are all out of water because the season is over. Time is running out.
It's got to do 8 knots, and it's got to have a hooter.
So we try to get a grip on America's true core values.
This is Escape from an Ohio Zoo.
We've got the big one to spring on. That'll scare them.
You're getting a kick in the head.
Learn about American history.
The thing about the Plymouth Rock, it hasn't got greetings from Plymouth written all the way through it, which has rather disappointed me.
By wearing the funny hats of the Pilgrim Fathers.
My name is Griffith, and this is Mr. Rory McGrath.
Your servant.
Yeah!
Hang on.
And then going native.
Now you want me to get you food on top of it? Okay, sir.
And so make the right choice of vessel.
If Jamiroquai had a boat, this is what it'd be like.
To take part in the biggest, boatiest, most American of American parties that you could ever hope to be invited to.
Well, we don't want to crash the party.
My only fear now is that, we might screw it up by not being able to get a good boat or getting a rubbish-looking boat or making idiots of ourselves.
Dara, you'd like a sort of motorboat of some kind, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
You like powerful motorboats, one kind or another?
Yeah, but whether or not this is the place for it, as opposed to...
You'll be representing the
I
Republic of
feel
Ireland.
something humble, something indicate... I like the idea of people arriving with only the shirts on their backs.
The trip itself will be so exciting. Isn't this fantastic to be here at this time of year as well? No tourists, because there's a sense as you move into the States that you enter a genuine world instead of a tourist world, and it's good that the vacation's over here and we can sort of get to grips with the real America.
And Griff, maybe you should arrive in a coracle.
I don't want to say, obviously it being a sort of Welsh boat, we have to be kind to coracles. They have certain advantages, very light, very easy to carry, but they are intrinsically unstable.
Well, I'm a tiny bit nervous about this trip. I'll tell you why, because, I mean, I spend a lot of my time being very rude about Americans and American culture. Not in public, obviously. I would never, ever say this in public. I can say it to you, because, you know, you're Nick, you're a cameraman, you know me. But I do, and I don't like the influence American has on the English language. So, for example, but now I'm here with them, and it's going to be really exciting to hear what the Americans really think of us British.
What about you, Rory? What sort of boat would you...
What boat sums you up, Rory? A tug. A little tug that could.
I don't know why you say that.
You know,
Do you see me as a tug man?
From Portland, Maine, we're heading south along a coastline that's big in American history, into Boston, around Plymouth and across to Cape Cod. From there, it's out to Martha's Vineyard and finally up the Long Island Sound into New York City, where a large green statue has stood for the last 125 years. A gift from the French to celebrate American liberty from Britain.
We eventually arrive in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, where we've arranged a lift with David Andrewson, head of the US Coast Guard for this area. David is actually at the 100th anniversary of the statue, and we're hoping that he might have a few ideas for us.
The US Coast Guard is fundamentally different to the one in the UK in that it's a military appointment. Explain to me this, Griff. Why this very expensive waterproof boaty gear has hoods that you can't keep up.
Haven't you got a thing?
How does your job now divide up between, you know, rescuing tourists or fishermen and the military side of it?
Well, definitely after September 11, 2001, our mission has gotten a lot more towards law enforcement and homeland security, especially right here in this port. We have a Navy submarine base here.
Yeah.
We also have about 1,000-foot tankers that will come from all over the world.
If I were the skipper of the boat, though, this is where I'd sit nearly all the time.
With your face pressed up against the window.
Pretty much, yeah.
What would you recommend we bring to New York?
Definitely one of these would be pretty good to bring in there. You might have to fuel up a couple times. We don't carry a lot of fuel. I used to be stationed at the station just south of here, Newburyport, Massachusetts. It's in the Merrimack River, and there's a boat shop there. It's about 150 years old, called Lowell's Boat Shop. Now, he might know of somebody possibly who, you know, would be able to take a ride with.
All right, we'll check it out.
How was Chief Dave, Dara?
Chief Dave was lovely. He was really, really nice. And we had a good old chat, and he actually set up the next item.
Have he?
Yeah, he set up really excellent. You should go to Lowell's shipyard. He's very good with that. Oh, okay, maybe we'll do that then.
And we do take David's advice and visit Lowell's, which is up the Merrimack River, just over the border into Massachusetts.
This is Lowell's Boat Shop. A shop that actually sells boats.
It's the oldest continuously operating boat shop in the States. In American terms, it's nearly prehistoric. And it's the home of the fishing dory.
Graham?
Hello.
Hello, I'm Griff.
Hi, Griff.
Good to
Pleasure
see
meet
you. What a fantastic shop.
Thank you.
So how many boats do you make a year?
Now I only make about 8 or 10.
But 8 or 10, that's a large number.
That's nothing compared to 2,000 that they used to make.
2,000 a year?
A year. That's 7 a day.
What was the demand for that? Who was buying that huge quantity of boats?
Fishermen. They were fishing dories. So back in 19th century, they'd send a schooner out to sea with a bunch of dories on the deck. They'd put them all over the side, and these guys would go out fishing. And the lifespan of those dories was about 2 years at the most.
Standing in the rain is preferable to listening to Griff talking at some poor boat builder about boat building.
Telling him how to build boats. Telling a man whose family been building boats for
1790.
220 years. Griff is going to spot a flaw.
But these days, you're not making your boats so much for fishermen, but for leisure purposes, are you?
Yeah, most of them are for pleasure purposes, but I actually did make a boat for a lobster fisherman 2 years ago. Just like this, that he fishes out of up in Maine.
And he's like a traditionalist fisherman. He just likes to have a nice...
No, he's actually a pediatric surgeon.
Oh, is he? Okay.
But he does it for fun.
Interesting tensions within New England, though.
Well, the 3 New England states get on quite well. Vermont, New Hampshire and Maine.
Yeah, they're all quite close. They regard themselves as
like
locals. Yeah.
They're locals, yeah.
But they all hate...
Massachusetts.
Yeah. And the best thing we've learned is that the nickname of people from Massachusetts in this part of the world is massholes. It's very pretty.
It's gorgeous. It looks vaguely Scandinavian.
Do you think that? Do you
I
get
think
that
it
off
does,
it?
yeah.
No, I don't get that at
Sort
all.
of timber buildings.